This just in. So this is where we quickly share some breaking news that's going on in the industry that we think all of you should know and care about. And it's cool. This news actually comes from a really cool VIP day that Ezra was invited to in New York City a couple of weeks ago from Klaviyo. So Klaviyo, the dominant email platform for Shopify, just released some breaking news that John's going to tell you more about.
Yeah, so Klaviyo is unveiling their new B2C CRM, right? They really are going super hard on this acronym, which I don't think is a bad thing. I felt like it was a little bit confusing, but I kind of got the way to break this down. But it's cool, right? One of the first things just to note is it's good when a piece of software you're using is rolling out new features, right? The true death knell of a SaaS tool is when they say, hey, our feature set's good enough. We're not going to roll stuff out in the next year. If you don't have dev talent actively working on that software all the time, if they're not investing in making it better, it is going to get pushed by the wayside. So I just like this because I love Klaviyo. I think its biggest strength was its super strong native integration with Shopify. But this shows me that they're not just resting on their laurels of being good in the space. They're really investing in growing it. There's 2 or 3 big features to this, right? So they've got Klaviyo Service, Klaviyo Analytics, and Klaviyo Marketing. They talk about it being inspired by B2B, but built for B2C. The truth is, I think there's 2 or 3 big changes that are happening here. The first one is this Klaviyo Service, introducing a customer hub. So what they are doing here is building a integrated customer chatbot / account manager / order manager that lives integrated on your website. So what it really is basically turning your customer service chat into another owned media channel, just like SMS and just like email, where people are going to create accounts so that they can refund products, place new orders, talk to customer service when they need help, which is going to drive your overall CVV up because it's going to make it easier for people to come back and buy again. My wife worked on a big beauty brand a couple years back, and one of the biggest things she found was their loyalty program was this massive driver of revenue in the business. And this is basically giving all of us access to tools to start building our own loyalty programs, more or less. Much more easy and out of the box, right? You don't need to go hire a bunch of devs and have $1 million dev bill every single month to get this done, right? It's going to be built into the Klaviyo infrastructure. So new channel we can promote on that helps us bring in the highest value customers and is a better overall experience for them. And then Klaviyo Analytics is actually already pretty good, right? If you are a big Klaviyo user, you probably know that they've got a ton of great data in there. So that is not really changing. They've added some new metrics. There's some more revenue stuff, which is great. But really what I think is super cool about this is they're integrating it into their flow builder. The biggest weakness of Klaviyo is the one that came from Infusionsoft, which now is Keep, which was a really awful tool to use for a lot of reasons. Sorry if anybody's a big Keep or Infusionsoft aficionado, but it had the most incredible automation tool I've ever worked with because it was super granular and detailed. We would spend days, literal days, in what we called the war room, with a room just full of whiteboards, writing down this complicated flow where we would move customers around in the automation. It was truly incredibly fun to do. And Klaviyo's builder has always been a little lackluster as compared to that. This Klaviyo Analytics, it's going to give us some new data, but more than that, it's going to give us the ability to do better, smarter segmentation within our automation in Klaviyo that's going to make those emails more profitable and for the end customer, feel more personalized. So I think it's going to be a super good change that really just levels up something that was probably Klaviyo's like most B minus part of the platform. And then the Klaviyo Marketing, more integration is always good, right? We want to figure out how to move people from email to SMS to customer chat, back to email, keep them cycling through all these things. Klaviyo is trying to roll out more features to help handle this multi-channel thing because multi-channel is tricky, right? I don't have the perfect answer for when should SMS go into an automation sequence. It varies a lot business to business. It varies a lot by, are you announcing a new product, promoting something that already exists? That is going to help us make smarter decisions about knowing which type of outreach makes the most sense at which point. So I think that's going to be a big lift. And that's really where I think that inspired by B2B piece comes into play. And the one that I'm most curious to see how they implement it, because I really feel like it could be super powerful if they get it right, and is good for Klaviyo because it's kind of a play towards the let's keep it all in one hub. A lot of people love to do the Klaviyo plus Attentive, which I understand because Attentive is a little cheaper. But this is going to be a case for, hey, let's keep it all integrated into one platform because it's going to be better with the single platform communication, keeping things consistent, less chance for data to get kind of mixed up. But yeah, I'm super pumped. I think it's going to be a lot of good changes. Really, I think the flow builder change is going to be the biggest one for driving bottom line changes for business, which is great, right? It's going to feel super good to have improved automation because customers get emails when they should. They get emails that are going to actually tailor to them, and your flow building is going to be easier to do. So I cannot wait to see a little bit more about what that's capable of.
And John, I just want to say that Klaviyo is far superior to other email platforms out there. And this doesn't just have to be an e-commerce play. So here at Smart Marketer, we're an info services business. We do not sell physical products. We are on Shopify and Klaviyo. So I just wanted to call that out. We're not saying everyone should do a migration as their big project for the year if you're not ready for that. But this isn't just an e-commerce play. And watch what Klaviyo is doing. They are the email tool that is investing the most into the future. And if possible, you should get onto Klaviyo, even if you aren't an e-commerce business. And we are not being paid to say this. So thanks, Klaviyo, for what you guys do.